I am here today with Miss Nima and Miss Jacina at Qatar Academy Cedra Secondary School, teachers that have also started up a sustainability club. So about 6 weeks ago, we were able to bring you a tower garden, an aeroponic growing system. How is that going in the school, and what kind of excitement is it drawing?
It was received very well by the students. They were a bit skeptical about the tower garden when it was brought in, mainly because of the safety issues and whether it will grow in the aeroponic conditions, and we had such doubts about it. But I should say that it worked very well for us, and the students were excited and they had so many curious questions, and I really enjoyed answering them. So it was fun.
Yeah. And have you been able to connect it, now that you've had it for 6-7 weeks, have you been able to connect it with the curriculum?
Of course, we do an internal assessment with grade 12s. So they come up with the various researches by the time they're leaving school. So many of the students now want to compare how the plants do in aeroponic conditions compared to those in the classroom conditions.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
I find that the tower garden kind of acts like a provocation and starts the thinking for the kids.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
so what other provocations or interests has it developed that, maybe we can explore later?
It brings in an aesthetic sense in the corridor. I think
Definitely.
many of the teachers were vocal about the aesthetic sense that it brings. And the students, they have these questions about what kind of plants we are growing in there and about the technology used there. So I put up writing about aeroponics and hydroponics and the comparisons on the notice board, so that they can, whenever they walk beside it, they can also read the write-up, and whenever they have some doubts, they come up. And Mr. Mohammed is also working closely with the students regarding this technology.
Excellent.
Science teacher, Muhammad.
Yeah, Mr. Mohammed, who is teaching the DP biology now.
Yeah. And
Not biology, sorry. He's doing ESS, environmental science.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, we had Dr. Sami from HBKU in with his students as well on environmental sciences. Beautiful. Has anybody had the opportunity, or have you had a student or staff inquire about water usage with the garden towers? Or do you have any questions about...
I feel that the maintenance or the water changing process is quite simple in the tower garden. One aspect of it is that you don't have to use so much of water there. So you just have to change the water in the tap once in a fortnight. So there's very less water that goes into the tower garden, and this is one great positive point that I found in tower garden. So it's recycled.
Yeah. It's kind of a fun, innovative design, tackling kind of a water scarcity issue in the world.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love to see some of the students maybe, research that going further.
Ms. Jacina was linking it with the sustainable the goals of the UN.
Yeah.
UNESCO's 17 Sustainable Development Goals.
Yeah.
So one was about climate change and using the resources. So this could be linked to those goals, because it teaches how we can make use of very less water, and how we can recycle, and this is something. So we talk about it a lot, but this is something that really shows how we are into the sustainability. So this is actually one good example.
Food security, water scarcity are very much topics that can be provocated just off having the garden tower in the school.
Yes,
Definitely.
One other thing is that we are also doing a vegetable garden here. So one of the drawbacks that vegetable garden has in countries like Qatar is that we have to wind it up by March, April, mainly because of the harsh summer here.
Short growing season.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So with tower garden, we can carry on with some sort of gardening all year round. So this is one good thing about tower gardens. It's not that tower garden gives us a harvest like a normal garden in the outside, but still I think there's some sort of gardening activity going on all throughout the year, so this is one good thing.
So nobody will starve.
At least we have the lettuce on
Yeah.
our tables.
Yeah, lettuce and leaves grow very well there. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to thank you ladies for doing such a great job with the Tower Garden and giving it the time, attention, and care so it can be a positive provocation. And there's been a lot of excitement generated right from the staff to the students. And I know over in the primary, even our workers are, mulling past the garden tower and trying to figure out how it works. And it does seem like we've picked up quite a bit of momentum when it comes to sustainability in general, but we really have started with growing and gardening.
Exactly.
So thank you for that.
When we
You're
had
welcome.
the harvesting,
Yeah.
especially,
Yeah.
the teachers, when they got the taste of those lettuce, they were very excited. So it went, the word spread around so quickly, and they were so they didn't hesitate to share their excitement with us and
Yeah.
thanking us for giving such lovely, tasty, lettuce. Some of them said we haven't tasted such, fresh and tasty lettuce in our life. So
It's mainly because it's pesticide free. You don't have to
Yeah.
add anything, or you don't have to add any chemicals. It's just the micronutrients that you add in the water. So it should taste better than the ones you get from the supermarket.
Yeah.
So that was one good thing. And especially during times like this, when you don't have a chance to come together to celebrate, small things like harvest
Yeah.
can be a very good reason to celebrate. So
could be even a treat for the eyes,
Yeah.
when you walk
Yes.
past the corridor, it's all green and, it gives some.
I had one teacher group who decided to do a study, and they would sit out by the Tower Garden in their school for half an hour at the end of every day, and they were logging just how they felt after that time. And, they produced a whole little study, a fun little report they did, but, it does impact the space. Lights it up. It's a space where people kind of linger for a moment and look, and conversations get inspired.
yes,
And
it's a refreshing way to engage students. I
yeah,
would say.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Because there are lots of things that you can do, especially in science. Like they can experiment on a concept, they can research on various things like a seed, or maybe a
Germ.
difference between monoecious flower, dioecious flowers. There's a lot of possibilities that Tower Garden has. I think in future also, if you take it up, there can be a lot of research that can go into the Tower Garden.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So Qatar Foundation has brought in, I believe, 40 towers, and they're distributing them to all the schools.
Wow.
So the work that you ladies have done and the knowledge you've gained and experience, will really can form the foundation of what other schools are doing. So
Thank you. Thank
please
you for-
continue on this journey and help our tower in the primary. I don't know what's happening, but it's kind of sad right now, so
Thank
it
you
needs
for-
some attention.
Thank you for giving this to us. I mean,
Yes.
we were actually doubtful when this was brought in, but I think we gained a lot of knowledge working with it, and technology like aeroponics. I found that I'm a traditional person. I don't believe in technologies.
Modern.
Yeah, but now I think I'm changing my mindset. I feel that technology can help.
Yes.
Especially in countries like Qatar, where always agriculture is not possible outside, year round.
Yeah. Yeah. And it really also, another avenue is looking at garden to table. And, if we can solve many of our food security problems, reduce our carbon footprint so we're not transporting lettuce from another country,
Yes.
all the power to us in our future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you.